Jason here again. Just got my hand on the FD3 from the European Open, the new Glow. These are absolutely amazing. This will probably be the disc that replaces the Doombird 4s for me. But I've seen some things about how they look and feel in comparison to some of the previous runs. I think I have last year's European Open. I dyed this a little while ago. But this is the Metal Flake FD3. And matching them up, it's a little beat up, but I'd say it's very similar. Kind of has that same flat top as the last year's Metal Flake FD3. In the hand, feel very, very similar in comparison to 2 years. I think they're very similar molds and for the runs. And then I got the Doombird here. As you look at the Doombird's definitely got that dome to it. But other than that, they look pretty similar. The Doombird's just definitely way more stable. It has a way more of dome than these new FD3s does. If you look, you can see how kind of flat it is. They're nice and gummy. Feel absolutely amazing in the hand, the new Glow plastic. And if you want to look, I actually compared these to some of the other discs and how good they glow. These things, the new Glow plastic from Discmania is absolutely amazing. I'll take these out, a couple FD3s.
Hey guys, just before we go out and throw these, I wanted to just do a little level to see how they look on table, give you guys a good little side look at them, how flat they are. So here's the new European Open FD3 and the last year's European Open Metal Flake. So they look like pretty much identical in how flat they are. This one's been in my bag a little bit, so it's a little bit flatter. But overall, I'd say they look very similar in how deep they are, and then I'll show you the Doombird alongside it as well. So the Doombird definitely has has that dome to it. You could see where the FD3, the European Open one, looks pretty flat. All right, let's go out and give them a throw.
Got outside here at the LZ. Had to take a little bit different approach to hole one. There's actually people playing cornhole tournaments on the tee pads to the normal hole one at the LZ. But I did get a pretty fun shot here for a forehand, about 250 feet to the pin. Mainly testing the FD3, the new Glow European Open ones. I have last year's the Metal Flake FD3 for comparison. A normal brand new C-line. I have a splice and a PD. I'll be throwing them all on forehand and see how they fly. I'll try to throw them pretty flat. First disc I'm going to throw is just the brand new C-line FD3. See how kind of kick it out wide left and let her hyzer back to the basket. Super nice, reliable flight. I threw it maybe a micro Annie, but fought out of it no problem. Alright, I'm going to try out this is last year's Metal Flake FD3 in comparison to the new one. Very similar mold, or like dominess, very flat, very good feel. A little straighter than the normal C-line FD3s. Those things are pretty beefy though. Love that flight, flipped up nice and flat, push for a long way, reliable, probably 10 feet off the basket. I will try the European Open FD3. I love these things, great feel. Oh, I love it. Great flare, 2 feet from the basket. Next, I got the Nordic phenom 2. Been absolutely loving these, both forehand and backhand. Not going to throw it as flat, or I'm going to try to throw it just a little bit of hyzer. and that flip up and past the basket. Last but not least, I got the Lux Vapor Splice. I think it came out in one of the mystery boxes. Love the feel of this disc. Wish I had a little bit more powerful forehand to really use it. I'm gonna have to throw this on Annie to really get it down there. Geez, even throwing a little Annie is still straight beef. Alright guys, made it down to the basket, about 250 feet. We're throwing from back up there, the camera focuses. Cline FD3, last year's European Open, metal flake, color glow is probably 10 feet. Past the basket over there, I got the Nordic Phenom 2 and then the splice. Really loving these European Open FD3s. They're definitely going to push out most of these other discs from my bag. Go and get yours today. I'm just going to try a little Annie flex. Just get it down there. Cline FD3. Kind of came out flat. You can see how much been the metal flake from last year. Nice little move left. Love that disc. And now the glow from this year. A good bit of Annie on that one. Look at that. Probably 10 feet long. Such a good flight. Nordic Phenom. Not as much Annie on this one. I'm expecting to go past the basket a little bit. A little bit straighter, not as much deep. Well past the basket. I'll try it. Last but not least, the splice. See if I can even get on enough Annie to get it down there. Well, pretty much parked it. That was a hell of a rip for an Annie. And then digging through my truck, I just found this. This is a Innova made FD3 C-line. Oh, it's not as deep. Still a great Annie flight. A little deep. Up at the basket now, I got my Glow FD3. Probably 10 feet from the basket. Splice right there. Probably 25. Metal flake 20. C-line 50. Nordic Phenom past the basket about 40 feet. I don't know if you can see it. The other FD3 is down in there. So, loving these new